Hey guys, Perla here. Welcome to my channel, Imperfectly Perfect. I'm actually feeling a little better today. I've actually been, it's been one of those rough weeks. So I'm still trying to figure out my pattern because it continues to change all the time. So lately I've been getting up around like between 1:11 and 1:21 a.m. Just like wide awake, like for no freaking reason. I'm like getting startled out of my dreams and stuff. I have been having a lot more. I shouldn't be saying having a lot more. I've been remembering my dreams a little bit more. That's what I should say. So it's been past few days. I would say I've been getting up, yeah, like around 1:11, 1:21, after sleeping for about like 2 hours, and then I would stay awake for so stay awake till about like 6:30 ish or so, and I tend to get like most of my house stuff done. So cleaning, at least prepping the food. Oh my god, I was gonna say pre-mixing, prepping the food, whatever I'm gonna cook for that day, and just kind of like getting everything done. I guess I don't know. I did pick up. So I switched my workouts around a little. Instead of doing like my regular workouts, I started doing just yoga in the morning. And I'm sorry that the phone is shaking so much. I think it's because I'm moving the table so much. Let me just get my hands off. So I'm not sure if switching to yoga alone for a couple of weeks is gonna make a difference or not, but we'll see. I'm just trying to get some rest. Even though I have been sleeping a lot more throughout the day, I don't feel like I'm getting enough rest at all. I'm waking up kind of like in between. I'm actually spending a lot of time in RAM, like actually remembering what I'm dreaming, but at the same time holding conversations with people here, like in reality versus my dreams. Um, so, people would come and tell me certain things and then be like, oh, do you remember me telling you this and this and that? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, but how? You were sleeping. And I was like, yeah, but I was like in between. So it's kind of like weird. It's actually kind of fascinating in a way because it's like, you know, when some people are dreaming, they're just like solid dreaming and they have no like idea of what's going on like on the outside, like in the world. And it's actually pretty cool. I mean, at first it used to be a little bit of annoying, but I'm just trying to look at the positive. And hey, who can say that they can be dreaming and holding a conversation with people in real life? And then you also have the downside where you think you're having conversations and you actually aren't. But these time around, I have been because I have like, text messages and stuff like, hey, you remember saying this? And I'm like, yeah, you remember saying that? Oh, yes. I'm like, yes, finally. It wasn't all made up. But that's kind of like what's been going on. I'm trying my best to stay positive with everything. I know my hair is like a hot mess right now. Don't pay any mind. Um, the goal is or was I should say to grow it out. That's not gonna happen. I actually got a message from a friend that works at a hairstyle and she needs a model for a haircut. And of course, since I'm never afraid of cutting my hair because you see look how short it is. It's actually pretty long compared to like when you have it completely shaved. um I know I'm crazy. Do you like my shirt? I like naps. Anyways, um, so she messaged me and asked me if I would be her model for a haircut, and I guess I believe she's not too used to dealing with my hair. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll see. So I'm kind of excited. Even though I don't know how much shorter we're gonna go, the only other thing we can do is like kind of similar to what I used to do, just shave it all off. But maybe we can do a little shave on the side or something. We'll see. It'll happen in a couple of weeks. So for now, just deal with this whatever is going on. Anywho, yes, I am still wearing my gloves. I attempted to take them off for a couple of days, and it was a huge, huge mistake. I have one, two, three, like three fingers on my right hand, I want to say, and like two on my left that have like cuts, like really deep cuts in them because regardless of how hot it is or whatever, just the circulation is not getting there, so it's just like really really bad. So summer is basically here. The kids are home. just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with them. I mean, everybody's just kind of like on their own like sleeping schedule, like napping here, napping there, doing this, doing that. But I mean, it sucks because since I haven't been working, it's kind of like we're limited to what we can do. But thank God, like, I have family that helps out and stuff like that, so that we can get to do things. But anyways, I don't know. I just, you know, I've been having these really bad episodes of like really I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was like, she was telling me, she was like, you might be going through menopause. And I'm like, yo, dude, I'm only like 32. But with all honesty, like I have these hot flashes, like out of nowhere. Like I have to get like completely like undressed. And it's like so unlike me. And then like 2 seconds later, I'm like freezing. And then it's like, I'm back to normal, which is always phasing. But I do have an aunt, I believe, on my father's side who got menopause when she was like 35. So it is definitely not an unusual thing. And with other things that have been going on with that part of my body, and my period has been completely crazy, it is definitely something we're going to look into. I have an appointment coming up beginning of July with my sleep specialist. Looking forward to it just because I like seeing her. Really don't think there's going to be anything new that she's going to tell me. I have not read of any new medications that have been released or anything that can be used for me at the time. I know that a lot of people have been talking about like the CBD oil and stuff like that. I don't know. I think I mentioned in one of my videos, she decided that is not something that they are doing at the moment because they feel that there's not enough research done and there's not enough information to put someone on that. I guess it goes by every facility or practice or whatever. So I'm not gonna argue with her because I mean to this point she has been like my number one supporter with helping me trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, and definitely looks into things that other doctors haven't looked into. So if she feels that it's not appropriate at the moment, then I'm not gonna fight it. So the goal is to continue on taking as many naps as I can and hopefully increase my resting time to at least like 4 to 5 hours a day, because again, it doesn't really matter how many hours I sleep, it's more of the quality. So I'm thinking maybe now that the kids are home and they're not in school and I don't have to be rushing back and forth anywhere, that my brain would just kind of like whoosh, and it's actually doing the opposite, and I don't understand why, but whatever. Anywho, that is the update so far. Hot flashes are the new thing in town. It's kind of like weird, right? I know. I am so tired. I did stop the nasal spray for the B12. I couldn't handle it anymore. It was just taking way too much. Being in bed for like 3 days, not being able to function correctly. So now I have to call to schedule an appointment to see what the next step is. And I put a couple of calls into a couple of genetic doctors. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get a finger call. I think it's time for a nap, Miss Perla. Hopefully, I'll get a phone call soon and stating that one of them is willing to work with me. Well, guys, thank you for watching and stay tuned. Bye bye.